Man, it seems like sometimes you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. And the reason why I say that is because, I've heard people complaining, actually about the Tank Davis Leo Santa Cruz fight, and I'm dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say. Like, to me, that's a great matchup. I don't see him fighting Tank Davis as a bad thing. That's a 4-division champion. Well, he done got old and he washed up. No, he's not. That dude is not washed up. Now, it sounds like if Tank busts his head, that excuse could already be laid out. Well, he ain't fight nobody because Santa Cruz is this, Santa Cruz is that. Santa Cruz is a great fighter. I don't care what nobody say. He is a great fighter. You don't become a 4-division, potentially a 5-division champ if he beat Tank without being a great fighter. So we gotta let that go. But it turns out they said, Leo Santa Cruz said he's going to be using fighters at 140 and 147 to prepare for Tank's power. He believed Tank hit that hard. So, to me, it's going to be an interesting matchup. And the reason why I say this is because you got, a lot of people don't understand Tank is probably his best attribute, really, in my opinion, is counterpunching. You miss, you pay. Period. You miss, you pay. And sometimes his fights can look a little awkward because you can tell Tank is waiting for them to lead instead of just going all out and rushing them. Well, Leo Santa Cruz is going, if he fights the way he normally fights, that is, should give him a lot to counter off of. And potentially too much to counter off of, because one thing is, if anybody that saw that the fight the other night, I think it was Leo versus Williams. Sometimes when a counterpuncher faces a guy that throws a ton of punches, if that counterpuncher can be overwhelmed with it, especially if the guy that throws a lot of shots goes to the body as well. So to me, it's going to be interesting. I think he might want to be a little more defensively responsible, because a lot of times he swings so much, he's not really paying attention to defense. And to be honest with you, I think that's going to be the deciding factor. And also the fact that he tends to go inside sometimes when he can just stick to the outside and use his reach. Now, for me, and like I said, I will give him the label great fighter because he's a 4-division champion, but clearly he has flaws in his technique. And one of them is, like I said, he lacks defensive responsibility, and sometimes he fights in a range that he has no business fighting in because of his height and his length. A lot of people don't understand Leo Santa Cruz is much taller than Tank Davis. That length and reach should play a factor, but because we saw the Pedraza fight, probably not. Tank knows how to fight taller guys. Like I said, we saw that in the Pedraza fight. I also don't like the fact that Leo Santa Cruz got that little ticking thing he does with his hands, because if you notice, when he's doing that with his hand, he's not punching. When he's ready to punch, he stops. So to me, that's also a tendency that gives away when he's ready to attack. So these are things that can be taken advantage of, but I still think it could be a good fight. I do think Leo Santa Cruz does have a chance to beat Tank Davis, but me personally, I think Tank should wind up knocking him out, but I do think it'll be competitive early. I think eventually Tank will get to his body, and I think eventually Tank will counterpunch the onslaught that Leo Santa Cruz will try to present. And who knows, maybe the fact that he knows Tank hits so hard, maybe he'll dial his punches down. We'll have to see, what type of strategy he brings to the ring against Tank. And that's pretty much all I got this Head Busting Boxing Fight Doc. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit the all so you get all of the notifications that come out. And hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the fight. Like I said, I've heard people say Leo Santa Cruz is washed up. I don't agree, but let me know what you think. Is this a step up fight for Tank? Is this somebody's tailor-made for Tank? Let me know. That's pretty much all I got this Head Busting Boxing on Fight Doctor. I am Out.